As we are heading into the summer, more businesses are looking to fill part-time and full-time positions. Here today to talk about open positions in the Triad and how to boost your resume, Will Graham of the COO of Graham Personal Services and Fred Henry from Guilford Works. We are also taking your questions. You can text them to the number on your screen, 336-379-5775. So thank you, gentlemen, both for joining us this afternoon. All right. So, Will, there are hundreds of temporary and contract jobs open in the Triad. What kind of jobs are we talking about?
Sure, you bet. So one of our biggest divisions that we have and we see during this time of year is manufacturing, distribution, and logistics. And that's really all over the Triad area: Greensboro, High Point, Winston-Salem, Thomasville, Brown Summit, Asheboro. So you'll see a lot of pickers and packers and material handlers. Those are generally entry-level positions where they just need, there's maybe a product coming off the line, and let's put them in the product in 10 of them in a box and then place them on a pallet and things like that. So a picker and a packer is just an industry term. Entry level experience is needed for just moving product from the inbound warehouse to the outbound center as well, so that they can ship it.
Let's dive a little bit more into that, if you can, to talk a little bit more about what those positions look like when it comes to the difference between pickers, these are these positions, and then packers, these are these positions. And we can break that down a little more.
Yeah, you bet. It sounds like it's splitting hairs, right? Like a picker or a packer. But they're kind of the same thing. They're just very industry specific within logistics. So if you think about logistics, they move products, right? And so these products come in from anywhere in the world, right? And they have to get unpacked, right? So they're coming in hundreds and thousands and millions in a shipping container or on a truck. And so that's getting unloaded and sent on like a big kind of carousel throughout the plant. And then you are repacking them. Maybe a certain customer needs 50, maybe a certain customer needs 250 in Idaho, maybe a customer needs 600 in Wyoming. So you are fulfilling, or what's called fulfillment in the order. But pickers and packers, it's entry level, and it's just an industry term that's been around for quite some time. There's no real difference, right? Oh, am I a picker or am I a packer? They're really just one and the same.
Okay, yeah, thank you for breaking that down. And staying here with you, we have direct hire roles. So with most of those openings being maintenance technicians, what kind of jobs are we talking about there?
Yes, so that's a great question. So within our manufacturing and warehouse division, we have a lot of direct hire roles, and these are upper level positions. So you can see that, for instance, maintenance techs are going to continue to be in a very high demand for a very long time. Our economy is bringing back a lot of manufacturing, so we're seeing North Carolina starting to build more products, and as they do that, they need maintenance technicians to take care of machines and keep those running. So they have really good starting salaries. I mean, we're seeing anywhere from $50,000 to $80,000. You do not need a
Wow.
college degree. These are folks that kind of don't want to sit in a 4-year college. They want to go and work with their hands and things like that. We also have engineers, which technically have you have to have an engineering degree, but metal fabrication, MIG, WIG, MIG, and TIG welders, CNC machinists. These are all things that you do with your hands that are really cool. If you like to build things, if you like to take things apart, then these positions are something that would interest you.
Absolutely. And if someone is looking for a job after not working for a while, then where do they start? Same deal there?
Yeah, so I think this is where Fred and I's companies do the best, right? So we are very good at saying, okay, you haven't worked for a while. It doesn't mean that you're not placeable. It just means, hey, let us come help you understand your skills. We can help pull those out of you, put them on paper, help you with your resume, help you with some interviewing and skills and techniques, and frankly place you with our customers. So I think the number one thing to enter the workforce or to get a job is to apply. there's always a little bit of stress and anxiety, and you just got to get over that and just kind of jump in the pool.
All
And I
right.
think there are other resources to support that. So when we look at the NC Work Centers, Guilford Works is one of 20 boards in North Carolina that provide oversight for NC Work Centers. So individuals can actually come into our centers, connect with career counselors, and discuss what are those goals and things they're looking for. But if there are additional resources that we can support them with, it could include training also. So we're not just really just looking at jobs. If we can help someone for a career, we want to do that also.
And you got to have a great resume, right? So what are some ways, Fred, you can boost that resume when applying for jobs?
Well, I think it starts with your template. And if you're not familiar with putting a resume together, again, come go to Will's facility, come to ours. We do have workforce professionals to really sit with you and kind of discuss what your work history, identify those skills. There are transferable skills. If you're looking to transition to a new occupation, there may be some things that you can pull from your recent history that's really valuable when we're looking to add to the market. But also, we're in a online presence. So, really, if you have a LinkedIn account and putting that information so folks can see, what is your work background, what's your history, see some of your network, but make sure everything's on a professional level. And then the other thing is to make sure that when you are using those resumes and building those things, that you use those action words. And there's key tracking words that when you look at the job definition or the job description, if you have those skills, you want to make sure you're using the same keywords that the company is using to make sure you're putting that into your resume and they're able to attract, at least track those things through their ATS systems.
Yeah, really great information there. We're going to pause right here and we're going to continue this conversation after the break. But remember, we're talking about summer jobs in the Triad. So if you have some questions, make sure you text that number right there at the bottom of your screen. We'll be right back.